Hey guys, here to do a review of the Manchester United vs Watford game that just finished. Sort of give a rundown how I thought the game went and a few takeaways from it. So let's start with the game itself. 2-1, ended 2-1 for Manchester United. Wasn't a great performance. We looked pretty lackluster. Going forward, we're pretty good. We looked pretty decent once we got it in that final third, but to be honest, the build-up play from the back wasn't great. I'll go into more of that towards the end of the video with the takeaways from it. The first while before we got the goal, we couldn't get it going. We couldn't get it forward. We couldn't really get Rashford, Martial, Mata on the ball. Then we saw Oli make a sort of a tactical change, put Mata in the middle, and we were able to link the play a lot better. He was able to put the ball off, flick it off to Rashford or Martial, and it was sort of making a few runs in behind, and that's how the goal came. Gave us the lead, and from there we looked to gain a bit more confidence, and from there we seemed to kick on a little bit. The rest of the half sort of went our way, and they're pretty good. Looking forward to the second half. Then the second half came, and pretty much more of the same from the first half. We just again looked lackluster going forward. We didn't look like we really had a plan. We didn't really know we didn't sort of look as good as we could have. And again, it pretty much played out exactly the same. They made the change, brought Lingard and Pereira on, and they gave us a bit more pace, a bit more urgency in the midfield, final third area. And again, it was those two that linked up on the right-hand side, knocked it in the middle, and we got the second goal. And again, pretty much from the second goal, we again looked like we had the game under control. And then the last 10 minutes, we sort of just fell off. I wasn't sure. We just again sort of, I don't know if we just accepted victory or what was going on, but it just wasn't working out for us. They nabbed a goal late in the game in the 89th minute. Nice little link-up play in there for them. And yeah, it was just, to be honest, it's what they, like even the commentator said, it's nothing more than they deserve. Watford played a fantastic game today. They pressed us, constantly pushing us, especially on our left-hand side, Pogba, Martial. It seems to be the idea from a lot of teams, is to just, if they can pressure us on that side, we don't really have much outside that. But yeah, that's sort of how it played out. 2-1 victory. Again, 3 points moves us into third for now until Arsenal play, I think, tomorrow. So yeah, I guess it's a positive that we can take. It's 3 points, and that's pretty, that's what we need at this point. From that, I guess a few takeaways from the game for me, from what I can see. A big one for me, I think, a glaring thing that showed for me during the game is we really missed Victor Lindelof in the back. Not defensively. Phil Jones, I'll go on to more of that, but I think Phil Jones had a fantastic game. Unfortunately, he was probably our best player, which is, you don't really want a defender to be your best player. But I'll go into more of that in a second. But we've missed Victor's build-up play from the back. Smalling he's not really good with the ball at his feet. Phil Jones, the same, not really great with the ball at his feet. But Victor has that calming effect, as well as his ability to play with both feet, sort of work it out from the back, and we really missed that today. I think it shows a big reason why we need a centre back in the summer transfer window. Someone who's strong defensively, of course, but someone who is, in the modern game, it's becoming better to have a centre back who's a ball playing centre back, and we really showed that we needed that today. Matic. Yeah. I think all you guys, if you guys are United fans, Matic isn't. We need someone else in that CDM role. He doesn't have the pace. There's times where he's just out of position, and because he doesn't have that pace, he can't get back into position. You can see Decore and the name's slipping me, but the other centre midfield just always bombing forward, and he just didn't have anything for them. He's terrible. He's terrible for me. I think that's another position, again, we need replacing. I'd rather have Scott McTominay in there. At least Scott McTominay a little bit of pace behind him and he's a little bit better on the ball and he doesn't try and play out. Like there was a moment in the game where Matic just tried to play out from inside your box when it's like, just clear the ball, mate. Like, come on. And yeah, those two sort of roles, they kind of gave Watford the opportunity to push us when like we weren't able to build up and we lost the ball deep when we did, and that's pretty much where most of their success came. Phil Jones, he gets a lot of stick, but he had a great game today. He bossed the defense when he needed to. In defense when he needed to. He looked after Decore. Smalling covered Troy Deeney a lot, but I think we definitely need a centre back and a CDM. Like today showed that very much so. Going forward, Pogba didn't have a great game. You could see he was getting frustrated towards the end. He sort of got asked to play that sort of more defensive role, which he doesn't like to do. Herrera didn't have a great game. I don't know if these guys are off the pace. I'm not really sure what's going on with players like Herrera. Like I said, Martial, he scored the goal. Great finish from Martial with his goal. The second goal for United. It was a great finish, lifting it over the defenders on the line. Beautiful finish there. Rashford had a great. I think Rashford looked good. He looked better than he has in recent weeks. Great finish again from him. I got to mention the pass from Luke Shaw. That was a beautiful pass from Luke Shaw. If only he did that more often, but that's a conversation for another day, I guess. But overall, yeah, happy we got the 3 points. I wish we had played better. Of course, you do wish your team plays better, but again, it's early days. Ollie's at the wheel now permanently. As you all know, as United fans, there's a lot of work that needs to be done from here, especially in the transfer market. There's names being thrown out there left, right, and centre of who we sign, hopefully sign, who fans want us to sign. And I think the main takeaway is we got the 3 points. We're still in the race for top 4. Hopefully, Spurs probably, in my opinion, will probably drop points against Liverpool. I'm hoping Arsenal drop points against Newcastle, but top 4, I think we're gonna make top 4. We'll see how we go for the teams outside us, but yeah, I think we'll make it. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave some comments leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought. Tell me who man of the match for me was. Man of the match for United was probably Phil Jones, but Decore was probably man of the match for the whole game. I don't know. He played really well in defence and since mid for Watford. But yeah, let me know what you think. Smash the like video, and hopefully I'll chuck more of these out. If you guys like it, if you guys didn't like it, I don't really. Let me know. And yeah, thanks.